Hi and welcome to this Adobe Express lesson all about healthy living and in particular keeping a healthy mind. And today you're going to create a video with your top 5 tips for keeping a healthy mind. So to get started, you just press the plus in the top left and you go down to video. Now I'm just going to start with a video clip to introduce it. I'm just going to type in mind. So I'm on media, videos, type in mind, see what comes up. I think this looks pretty good as a starting image. I'm just going to add some text. So go to text, add your text, and I'm going to write our opening question. Great. I'm just going to play around with the text box, the shape of it and size of it until I'm happy with it. Just going to put it on this side. How do you keep a healthy mind? I'm just going to choose a text layout on the left-hand side here. I'm going to go with dynamic. I think that makes it look pretty nice. And I might just add a shape to this one. So if I select the text and press shape, at the moment it's yellow. I'm going to choose change it to white. And I might just increase the shape size slightly and the shape opacity, make it a bit faded there. So I think that's looking pretty good. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to choose my music now because I think the music's really important for a video. If we choose the right music, everything else should fall into place quite nicely. So I'm going to go to media. I'm going to go to audio and I'm going to search for inspiring and see what comes up. You can press the little play button here to preview it. I think that's pretty good. I'm going to select that one and we can see it's added it to our timeline on the bottom now. So I'm just going to move my playhead here, make sure the playhead is at the start of the timeline and press the play button. Now I've just hit the space bar because I think this is where I want to make my first cut. So there's the playhead, it's stopped there. So I'm just going to drag this clip to the playhead because that's where I want to go into the next video clip. So I'm going to press add scene now. Now I'm just going to have a clip here that's basically a video with some text that just says top 5 tips. Just going to type in happy and see what comes up. Okay, let's have a little look. This one looks pretty good. This person looks like they've got a pretty healthy mind right now. So I'm going to go to text, add your text, and I'm just going to write top 5 tips. Again, I might make each of these words go on different lines. Just click away from the text, put it in a nice space where it's going to stand out. And I'm going to go for that dynamic style again. There we go. I think that looks pretty nice. The number 5 nice and big. Let's put it there. Again, going to just drag my playhead to the start here and press the play button and see where we're at. Again, I've just pressed the space bar here because I think this is where I want my next cut or my next edit. So I'm just going to drag that clip to there and then I'm going to press add scene for my third scene. So my third scene is basically my first tip. For my example, what my 5 top tips are keeping fit, having a goal, something to work towards in your life, time with friends, making good choices, and getting out into nature. And I'm just going to show you how I make the first 2 and then you'll go away and make your own video with your 5 tips. So my first one is keep fit. So I'm going to go to media and I'm going to go to videos. I'm going to type in sport and see what comes up. Lots of different sports. There's a cyclist here. There's some people playing basketball. I'm just going to have a little look through and see what I can find. I think this is quite interesting. This is a person doing some kind of bike tricks here. So I'm going to go for this. I think this looks nice. Now I've just noticed if I press the play button here, that first bit of the clip, the cyclist isn't actually in the video, so I don't want that part. So what I can do is I can put my playhead where I want the clip to begin, just about here, and then I can just drag the start of the clip here to there, and it will just chop that first bit off. So let's have a little watch just from the clip before, not the whole video. So for this one, I just want a nice short clip. I'm not going to put the text on this one. I'm going to do it on the next clip. So I only want this as a short clip, so I'm just going to drag it to there. And now I want another video to do with keeping fit or playing sport. Lots to choose from. I quite like this one. There's a person here playing some basketball, catching the ball, throwing it again. So we'll go for this one. And it's appeared on here and it's asking me if I want to add it as a scene, which I do. So I'm going to press add a scene. And I'm going to add some text to this one. So I'm going to make sure the playhead is over here. Go to text, add your text, and I'm going to type in keeping fit. Again, might want the words on 2 lines. Going to move it over here. Going to go for that dynamic style again and just put it there. It doesn't really need a shape. It already stands out quite nicely on the sky there. Again, go back a few clips. Just press the play button. Let's see where we're at. There we go. So I'm just going to add another scene now. My second top tip is about having a goal. So I know that personally, keeping a healthy mind for me is having a goal, something that I want to achieve in my life. And that just keeps me motivated, keeps me focused. So I'm just going to go to media and I'm going to go to videos. I think a good representation of having a goal is people going to university and graduating from university. So I'm going to go to video, search video. I'm going to type in graduate. See what comes up. This one's quite nice, this sort of silhouetted one of these people graduating. So I'm going to go for this one. Again, this is just going to be a short clip before I have my other clip, which has the actual tip on it. So I'll just see how short I want it to be. I might just make a rough edit there for now. See what happens when I add the next clip. So the next one, I'm going to go to add scene. Now I actually saw a really interesting video before when I typed in sport, and it was someone climbing a mountain. And I thought this actually visually represents having a goal quite well. Because of course when you climb a mountain, you have the peak that you are trying to get to, or the summit. So I'm going to go straight to text, add your text, and I'm going to write having a goal. And that's my second top tip. Again, change the size of the text box. If I put it up here, I think it's quite interesting because it's like this person is heading towards the goal. So I think having the text here visually represents the tip that we're sharing here. Again, text layout, I'm going to go for dynamic. Might play around with that and see what comes out. Don't really want the A to be massive. I think that looks pretty good like that. So let's put that up there. Now, I will actually play this thing through from the start, just see how we're feeling, and then we'll take it from there. Now there, I think this can be shorter. I think I can clip this there. So I'm just going to do that. Go back a little bit. That's much better. Now here, this is where the music really comes in. It's called a drop in music. So if I just drag here, this is where I want the music to come in as we see this person climbing the mountain. There we go. I think that's edited really nicely now. So I would then go on and make my 5 top tips. I've just shown you 2 here. For now, though, I'm just going to go through and make sure the fonts are like where I want them to be. So I'm going to click this one. And I'm just going to go to the fonts here. It's on Source Sans 3. I'm going to go for one I've used recently called Nan and Pen Regular. I think that looks really nice. Just going to go to the next one. Click on my text. And if I go to the font again, it now says I've got fonts in use in my project. So I can select that same one again. And work my way through each of my bits of text, making sure that the font is consistent, make sure it stands out, and then I'll go on to making all 5 of my tips. So there we go, there's my 5 top tips for keeping a healthy mind. I've got keeping fit, having a goal, time with friends, might just add a shape onto this one, just to make it stand out a bit better, reduce the opacity on that a bit, making good choices, getting out into nature, and I've got a little clip at the end that just says stay healthy. Now I'm just going to show you a quick little tip. If you want to make a little fade out at the end, what we can do is we can add a scene at the end, and I'm just going to choose background color black, and then I'm just going to press the little plus between these 2 clips, my last clip and this black clip, press the plus, go to add transition and choose a dissolve, and now that'll just give me a little fade out at the end. So there we go, that's my video, top 5 tips for keeping a healthy mind. You can press download when you're finished and just download it to your device, or you could press share it straight to Google Classroom, Microsoft Teams, or press publish to the web. Make sure you give it a title. I've already created a link for this one, so I could press update link and it will generate a link which I can share with whoever I like. So there you go, it's now your turn to go and make a video with your top 5 tips for keeping a healthy mind.